Deep Learning Foundations and Concepts. 2 Probabilities. 2.0 Introduction to Probability. What is probability? Probability is simply the chance or likelihood that a certain event will occur. It's a number between 0 and 1, where 0 means an event will never happen, and 1 means it will certainly happen. The higher the number, the more likely it is that the event will take place. Figure 2.1 show that when a coin is tossed, there are the two possible outcomes, each with the probability of 1/2. Other examples of probability theory: 0. The sun won't rise tomorrow. 1. The earth will rotate on its axis today. Basic probability formula. To calculate probability, we use a very simple formula. Probability of A equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Example with a coin flip. Let's say we're flipping a fair coin. There are two possible outcomes, heads or tails. If we want to know the probability of getting heads, we have one favorable outcome, heads, and two possible outcomes, in total, heads or tails. So the probability of heads is probability of heads equals 1/2 equals 0.5. That means the probability of flipping heads is 0.5 or 50%. Types of events. In probability theory, there are different types of events. Let's go over 3 important ones. 1. Independent events. These are events where the outcome of one does not affect the outcome of the other. For example, flipping a coin and rolling a dice. They're independent because one doesn't impact the other. 2. Mutually exclusive events. These are events that cannot happen at the same time. Like flipping a coin, you can't get both heads and tails in a single flip. 3. Dependent events. These are events where the outcome of one affects the outcome of the other. For example, drawing 2 cards from a deck without replacement. Once you draw 1 card, the total number of cards left changes, affecting the probability of the second card. Conditional probability. Another important concept is conditional probability, which is the probability of an event happening, given that another event has already occurred. It's written as, meaning the probability of a happening given B. Formula for conditional probability. Example of drawing a card from a deck after 1 card is removed. For instance, if you've already drawn 1 card and know it's a red card, what's the probability of drawing another red card? Since there are fewer red cards left, the probability changes. Example of conditional probability. A class of 40 students was asked, "Do you like school?" The results of the survey are recorded in the two-way table. Find the probability a student likes school given they are male. The probability yes given male equals the probability of yes and male divided by the probability of equals 15/20 equals 75%.